So this conversation is a little juicy, and I'm gonna need y'all to get on the edge of y'all seats. Are y'all ready for this? Hello! I'm back with another girl talk in the car. I'm so happy to be having this video with you all because our girl talk is our time to connect with each other and then find ways that we can live life in style and in purpose together. Are y'all ready for this? I see all the time about how content creators or creators in general, they'll ask other influencers or other creators, how do you overcome shooting and filming YouTube videos with the public eye? And a lot of the times, the creators, all that they can say is like, you gotta be confident, sis. And one thing about it is, yes, you definitely need to be confident. But in this video in particular, I'm going to share 4 insightful tips to how we all can overcome that embarrassment that's linked to content creation in the public eye. One of the things that we fear as creators, as business owners, as content creators who have to express what we do in the form of video, photography, and sharing it with the public. One of the things that we fear is being exploited for what we do and having it exposed for doing what we love to do. That's definitely something that can creep into us and cause a slight fear that will manifest itself into embarrassment. So I'm going to share 4 insightful tips on how we all as creators can overcome that embarrassment that's linked to filming or taking pictures in front of the world so that we can do what we need to do with complete confidence and complete freedom. So let's get into this video. Again, I'm so thankful that you all decided to tune in to Simply Sade because this is our time to live life in style and in purpose. So tip number 1 for overcoming that embarrassment of recording in front of people or taking pictures in front of people or doing whatever you have to do to be in purpose in the public eye. Tip number 1 to overcoming that embarrassment is thinking about your content creation as a business. For instance, if you are employed and your task is to go out and shoot or capture content for a special event that's coming up and you are tasked to go do that thing, when you're going to go get that content, you kind of have that safety net of knowing that, okay, even though I'm going to be filming or recording in the public eye, I know that I have to do it because I was asked to do so by this company, which means this company will have my back, and it also means that you have to do it because it's your job. So if we view our creativity, our creation, our photography, designs, if we view anything that we create as a matter of fulfilling a business task, then that will automatically give us that confidence that we need to know that whatever we need to do, we're going to do it because it's for a matter of our business and it's for a matter of our purpose. The only difference is you're not fulfilling that business task for another company. You're fulfilling that business task for yourself. So that gives us even more momentum to simply go and create freely without caring about what others may think of us if they're watching us in the process. And that brings me to step number 2 of overcoming that fear of creating in the public eye. That's by understanding that even if someone is watching you do what you love to do in public, you're actually inspiring them to go do the same, to go do what they love to do without caring about if it's in public or not. And isn't that our job as creators, to create, to inspire people? Influencer, isn't that our job? So yes, we are in purpose all steps of the way. We're in purpose when we're filming that content or when we are creating that masterpiece. We're in purpose when we are editing and publishing, and we're in purpose when we're posting. We're not just in purpose at the end phase, we are in purpose all throughout. So it's important for us to embrace the things that come with sharing things publicly. And one way to do that is by understanding that when people watch you, that's an opportunity for them to get inspired or influenced. So, step number 2 is to realize that what you are doing in the public eye is inspiring the next person to go do what they love in the public eye without caring about what people think. And then that brings me to step number 3. Stop caring what people think. And a lot of people say this all the time, but in order to not care about what people think, we really have to have an identity that's truly secured in who the Lord says we are. If we don't have a strong identity in ourselves or a strong security or understanding to who we are, we're going to fall at the opinions of man. And one thing that I know about life, we encounter critics all the time. If you have not encountered a critic, let me know in the comments. If you have, let me know in the comments. And while you're at it, subscribe so we can continue having these girl talk conversations and living life in style and purpose. But back to what we were saying. If you haven't encountered a critic, I really want to know. That's just a part of life. And encountering a critic is just another opportunity to know that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Because a critic is not going to call out anybody who's doing less than them. I just want you to know that. So, step number 3 is to have a secure identity in who you are and who the Lord has created you to be, because you yourself, that's what differentiates you from the whole world. That's what differentiates you from anybody else, literally. So if someone has something to say, that's on them. But when you are living life in style and purpose, you are aware that this is what you're supposed to do. The face is a little greasy. When you are living life in style and purpose, you are aware that this is what you need to do for your purpose, for your good, and for God's glory. So whatever everybody else has to say, it really don't matter. And that's the mindset that we have to have when we're doing what we need to do in the public eye. And that brings me to our last and final step. By any means necessary. Hold on, I'm not really finished with this third step, having a secured identity, because I need y'all to understand how having a secured identity in the Lord and who He created you to be will translate into confidence. I need y'all to understand that it translates, because if you know that you were born to stand out and people are actually calling you out, it's like, okay, I'm doing what I know I'm here to do, stand out. If you are unsure about what the Lord has called you to do, you're going to kind of move life with that hesitation. It's going to lack that true security and knowing that you know what you're supposed to do, and knowing that you know that by any means necessary, it needs to get done. So I encourage you all, if you are trying to still understand who you are, to first try to understand who the Lord has created you to be. Because if you are secure in your identity and who He has called you to be, that's going to express itself by being secure with doing your purpose in front of the public eye. So that brings me to my next and final step, which is having a mindset of by any means necessary, period. By any means necessary. Imagine the lifestyle that you want to live. Imagine the joy that you will experience by living in the harvest and living in the fruit of your labor. I want us to imagine that. Take 3 seconds to imagine that. I already know that what I imagine is just full of bliss and peace and luxury and wealth. And I want that for all of us, because we are living life in style and in purpose. Step number 4 is having a mindset of by any means necessary. If we allow the criticism of others, if we allow the judgment, opinions, the looks of others to stop us from doing what we need to do, we're basically allowing the lifestyle that we imagine to be forfeited. We're like, okay, this isn't the life that we really want, because I need to do what this critic said so I can live the life that they think I should live, or so I can live the life that they secretly want. No. It's not about that. This life, we're going after everything, and we're going after it in purpose. Hold on, let me let them walk past so they don't interrupt the video. We're going after everything, and we're having a by any means necessary approach. And let me set this straight. By any means necessary does not mean treating people by any means necessary. We all should treat people with kindness, with respect, and love, because that's the first commandment. We also treat people with kindness and love. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. And a by any means necessary mentality literally means apart from insecurities, apart from anxiety, apart from fear. If we got to do it afraid, we just got to do it afraid, and our confidence will come. So those are all the tips that I have for us on overcoming that fear and overcoming that embarrassment that's linked to creating in the public eye. And I really hope that this video resonates with you all, because I was like, I really need to make this post because I experienced something and it didn't quite sit well with me. And I'm quite sure I'm not the only one who experienced any form of like being exposed for creating, or trying to have our creation being exploited as if it's harming others, or really we're just doing what we love. I want us to all be able to have that confidence in moving forward and knowing that we're doing what the Lord called us to do by any means necessary, because we are secure in our identity, we are secure in our purpose, and our confidence comes from the Lord. It don't matter what man says, it matters what the Lord says. So I encourage you all to like this video and subscribe so we all can continue living life in style and in purpose together. I'm so happy to have recorded this video because this was weighing heavy on my heart. I made this a YouTube video, I made it a blog post, and I'm gonna make it a TikTok. So if you don't follow me at Simply Sade on TikTok, Simply Sade _ on TikTok, Simply Sade _ on Instagram, and then check out my blog post, simplysade.com. Again, thanks y'all for tuning in, and I can't wait to see y'all soon.